What's going on, all you gamers? Today I'm going to be going over my top picks of Wondrous Physick Flasks, or combos should I say, to make your mage extremely powerful and just absolutely decimate your foes. So if you want to know what I think of very possibly the top 3 combos to have of tiers to put in your Wondrous Physick, then stay tuned, that's coming up next. Welcome back, all you guys and girls. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. I'll bring you all the latest and greatest in content, hints, tips, guides and builds, and just some fun gameplay reviews of upcoming games. But for today, we're here to go over some combos that can really help your mage character out in order to get the best out of his Wondrous Physick Flask. So jumping in at our third spot, and one that I used for quite a lot of the game, this right here, the Magic Shrouding Crack tier, which temporarily boosts magic attacks in your Wondrous Mixed Physick. It means you're going to do a lot of damage, it's really good to have, and for burst damage it's one of the best things you can have on your mage. That mixed with this right here, the Intelligence Not Crystal tier, adds extra intelligence to yourself when you're using it, so if you've got an intelligence based weapon and you're using your spells, you can dish out a lot of damage with these two mixed together very fast, making it a very powerful combo. You can acquire these two by going to these locations here. So the Magic Shrouding Crack tier can be found all the way up here. So if you're going past Rare Lucario Academy, and you're going to want to make it to this Erd Tree just over here. A great way to get into here is going from Bellum Church, making your way around and going in here, or straight down from the Grand Lift of Dectus. Be careful though, because there is something here, one of the towers will cause madness and can make you fall over very easy. You will have an Erd Tree avatar to fight, but once you've defeated him, you'll be rewarded with the Magic Shrouding Crack tier. The Intelligence Not Crystal tier is up this way again, very much just past Lucario Academy, and this time probably the best place to go would be just up here, the Road to the Manor. From there you're going to kind of turn back on yourself, go over here, jump a cliff, and just up here at this location will be the point of interest that you want to go to. If I remember correctly, it's guarded by one of those big hands, so you might want to be a bit careful, but it's probably a lot easier to get than some of those avatars. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you using the same weapon exactly what these actually do for your encounters. We're going to be using this fella just over here, one of the big old frost giants. He's going to help us out, high health, big target, nice and easy to hit, and it will show you how good the actual physics are. So without using it, with my plus 10 Lasats, it actually does, how much? 683. Or 684 at the chest, so pretty much the same. If however we pop this on there, $961, quite a big difference, really will take them down a lot faster and well worth being able to do this much extra damage for a mage. Probably didn't even have to walk around mucking about with stuff, it just done the business. And that right there is not even a powerful spell, it's just to show you a kind of baseline. Next up, and another staple in pretty much all 3 of these actually, is the Magic Shrouded Crack tier, temporarily boosts magic attack damage in your Physick. I really enjoy using this one. If you want to swap some of them out you can, but that mixed with this one right here, the Opaline Bubble tier, is just absolutely ideal. Little bit of extra damage about yourself, and this right here is amazing in PvE and PvP. Significantly negates damage in your mixed Physick. What it does, it gives you a kind of bubble shield around yourself, meaning that you can negate the next hit. For the Opaline Bubble tier, you're going to want to head downwards this time rather than up, and you're going to be making your way towards this right here, the minor Erd Tree just there. Again, you're going to have another Erd Tree avatar boss. I found it best to make my way round. I went around this way and then up and into here to fight the boss. Upon defeating him, again, you're going to get the Opaline Bubble tier. It only lasts for 1 hit, and if I remember correctly, it takes about 90 to 95% of the damage away. So if I show you this fella just here again, this time we're going to be taking a different approach of trying to get hit in the face. So we're going to aggro him. As you can see, he doesn't do anywhere near as much without the Physick on. And now I'm going to use that. As you can see, nice and easy, we've got... That's how much it took off. Absolutely almost nothing, to be perfectly honest. And now we're going to try and dish out a little bit of damage. But it will still dwindle him down quite fast in the end. But yeah, the main thing about that, the shield really helps you out from those one-shot big hits that the bosses have got, or if you're PvPing with people that hit really hard, which most of them do once their build's on. Now coming in at my number 1 spot, and this is the one that I use pretty much constant now. Like I said, if you've got any that you prefer, chuck it in the comments. But for me, this is just outstandingly good. So the Magic Shrouded Cracked Tear, which we already know is a little bit of a staple, it's really nice, gives you a boost to your magic, gonna be nice for upping your damage, but mix it with this, the Cerulean Hidden Tear, and you have a crazy combo on your hands that can do a lot of damage very fast and absolutely nuke those bosses or any tough enemies in the game. So if you don't know, this one eliminates all FP consumption for 10 seconds. It has so much going for it. It means if you've got any big spells, you can just cast them over and over again. It means if you've got any charge spells, you can hold on to it and it's going to continuously do that for those 10 seconds. It also eliminates all FP, which means it's kind of infinite. So even if you weren't using magic, so say for example your FP was very low at 20 or 30, you can still summon in whatever summoning ashes you would like to use. If you've got one that's 104 in cost, believe it or not, just because you've popped this, you can use it. It counts it as if you've got an infinite pool. Really, really cool. A really nice thing to have on pretty much any build. And for damage, this right here is the go-to combo. For the Cerulean Hidden Tear, again, you're going to have to make your way all the way up the map here. And this time, you're going to be heading towards Volcano Manor. The best place to spawn in at is the Road of Iniquity. And then you're going to make your way just up and around here, heading towards this location, where again you're going to be fighting a big old boss, and that's going to be an ulcerated tree spirit. Upon beating that, you're going to be rewarded with the Cerulean Hidden Tear. So again, this won't be the ideal choice because it is just a standard kind of magic attack. But if I just show you now, all of my FP is going down, but if I pop that, now for whatever I use, nothing whatsoever is coming off. I can just continually use it. Obviously, if it's something that takes a lot of stamina, I will have to still kind of manage that a little bit as a resource. But in general, most times this is going to do the job. Now you may have been looking at that and thinking ultimately it didn't look that impressive. That's because that kind of spell isn't the best test for it. If I show you this one right here, for example, a meteor costs an absolute abundance to use, but not anymore. Now we can just pop it and pop him as well. And don't forget, that's not the best you can get. I'm not maxed out on intelligence, and there's one thing we can do that can up that as well. So this time what we're going to do, just before we pop our Physick, we're going to pop this as well, giving us 35% extra damage from our Terra Magicus. And we're going to do our Physick, and again, like I said, we're going to pop that, and watch how much fun this is. The amount of damage you're going to get out of this, the amount of kind of boss kill, nuke, area effect potential, it doesn't get much better than that. And it's still going. For charge attacks, for absolute fun on boss nuke, that is definitely the combo I would choose, and it's my number 1 pick. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, take care. I'll see you on the next day.